Woodsmonkey!
Hola, Woodsmonkeys. Today we're going to do our first video review, and our piece today is the Tika XP headlamp made by Petzl. I've had this for quite a long time, so I can give a very in-depth review on all the features and functions of this device. Now, a dude gave this to me after leading a backpacking trip, so it's kind of sentimental. Little history there. Alright, so the first feature, you notice that this thing kind of bends at different angles off the side of your head here. So you can see that you can get it at a different angle when it's on the top of your head. 2 buttons on, and it has 4 different settings. We'll show you those later on. And then this turbo mode, and that gives you a lot more light, but it also wastes the battery. Another cool feature is a battery charge indicator. It actually blinks when you've discharged about 70% of the battery and then 90% of the battery. There it goes. You don't know how long it took to get it to do that. Anyway, this is a safety blinking mode. We'll get into that later. Alright, so the front of this thing. There used to be some pretty designs or something there, but I rubbed them off a long time ago. You can see it has a light dispenser. It's kind of neat. We'll show you that feature later on. But you can change out the filter, if you want to put in a red one, for instance, to save your night vision, or to do bee research, which I do. The bees can't see this color, so it helps do research because it doesn't disrupt their normal behavior as UV light would. You can take it off pulling this tab up here. So pull that off, and this thing comes out in a jiff. Usually comes out a lot easier than that, believe it or not. And click back on there, and you're ready to roll with your red filter. Check that out, man. You can stop traffic with that thing. Alrighty, so the back, if you bend it all the way forward like that, you open it up. You can see that's powered by 3 AAA batteries. Inside's pretty nice too. There's specialized screws in there, so you can't open it up yourself. You got to send it back, guys. You can't do your own little repair job. Petzl's return warranty department, pretty good. I like it a lot. Anyway, you see this right here? That's a kind of an O-ring, although it's not O, it's rectangular. It keeps water out. I've been spelunking with this thing and got it very, very wet. You wouldn't want to go diving with it. That's a no-no. But it's fairly water resistant. I wouldn't submerge it for a long period of time or try and go underwater with it at all. But pretty much will suffice during a downpour. Now, I've had this thing for a long time. The elasticity has remained constant on there. It hasn't gotten all stretched out, and there's a giant O-ring that kind of goes over my head. No, it still remains true. It's a little bit worn out. I don't know if you can see the pilling that's right there. I don't know of an easy way to pull these out though, but I tell you what, guys, I'll go call Petzl and ask him if there's an easy way to change these out, because as far as it looks and as far as what I've explored, and I may be missing something, you have to cut the darn thing to put a new band on. Anyway, I haven't had to do it yet, and this thing reeks. It stinks of grease because I go under my car with it. My Petzl headlamp's actually really greasy because I use it a lot when I'm working underneath the car. It helps me focus a bit of light in a small area and keep my hands free to work on stuff. For instance, it's helped me right now clean the bottom of my vehicle of obstructions. Like this baby sweet gum. One of the neat features of the Tika XP is the actual sliding light dispenser here. This thing gives you a wide beam, giving you a wider search area, not as focused. How does this help you? Well, it helps your campmates by not blinding them straight in the eye with a big concentrated beam, but it can help you if you lose something. So, say, oh no, I lost this knife. We're going to do I'm trying to find a knife simulation. Put it on the wide beam. I'll show you the difference. Please forgive the shakiness of the camera. So this is just a normal spot. If you slide the dispenser over, you can see that you have a much more wider area of light coverage. And now we're searching for the knife. And we're just looking for the knife. Whoa, what's this? Oh my gosh, it looks like a delicious steak with beans and coleslaw. So this is a normal beam spot. If I hit the turbo mode, there's a whole bunch more light output. Normal, turbo. Now it's temporary because it uses up a lot of the battery power, but it's really good for when you hear those little bumps in the night. So for instance, bump! Oh my gosh, what was that? Is it a tarantula? A black widow? A giraffe? Nah man, it's just a camel cricket. Oh, it's cool. This is Ned. He's our light output model for tonight. You already know about turbo mode. The Tika XP has 4 other light settings. Right now you are viewing the highest light setting. If I turn it off and turn it back on again, this is the high setting, the medium setting, the low setting, and the blinking setting. High, medium, low, safety blinking dance party setting. High, medium, low. You get the picture. Thanks, Ned. You're looking at a whole bunch of honeybees via a red light filter. This wouldn't work if I had the white filter on. They come straight for the camera and probably my face. Wearing a headlamp when you're dealing with stinging insects with the white light on is not a good idea. The Tika XP adapt system utilizes different mounts, and the light console can be taken off of the headlamp itself and put onto these mounts. This one actually utilizes adhesive on the back, and it can be put onto a helmet. But the coolest thing Woodsmonkeys that I've seen so far are the different colors of the Tika XP. This is the same light that I reviewed, but in much cooler, much more muted colors such as Coyote Brown or Tricolored Desert. I really want one, but I haven't been able to justify buying a new headlamp just because of color. But they're cool, and you should definitely consider them for a new headlamp. This concludes our review of the Tika XP headlamp. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I really enjoy this headlamp and feel that I could easily recommend it to any individual looking for something a little bit more high powered than a normal backpacking headlamp.